everybody. Welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills and Lisa. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, y'all. Hello. How's it going?
Oh, it's going, Sherelle.
It's going.
It's chugging along.
It's Tuesday, you know, so Lisa came in. She's very smart. She has on her rain boots today. Everybody know it is going to be a weather-aware day, as you heard Dylan Goday talking about. So please plan. I did not plan. I have Crocs and flip-flops.
Crocs are great for the rain.
Are they?
Yeah.
I just feel like my foot's going to bust out the back and then just...
They might. You got to wear the strap on it today.
Oh, gotcha.
Today's a strap day.
Okay, well, all right. Okay, so first up, this is really cool. So our Secretary of State, Michael Adams, is getting the 2024 John F. Kennedy Profile and Courage Award. So he's getting this award for expanding voting rights and, quote, standing up for free and fair elections despite opposition and death threats. So you may remember that Secretary Adams made ballot access expansion permanent by helping to push bipartisan legislation, yay for bipartisanship, that allowed 3 additional days of no excuse in-person voting. And so this award that he's getting is from JFK's family. They give out these awards every year, and they recognize public servants who have risked their careers by putting the public interest ahead of their own political standing. Congratulations to Secretary Adams.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see people getting a shout out for doing hard things.
That's right.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
And, you know, because we were talking about that, I mean, it's like political suicide if they ever, you know, if people go against that, the different parties just stay so hardline. And it's so good and refreshing to see someone who really does fight for different issues that may not agree with the rest of the party, but they know that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
Bipartisan.
It is
I
very
love it.
nice. Let's keep it up. Let's see who else we can get to do something good. Okay, so today's a good day to have a steak. Actually, any day is a good day to have a steak. But the Commissioner of Agriculture, Jonathan Shell, has officially declared the month of May as Kentucky Beef Month.
Yes.
The proclamation.
Go beef.
The proclamation was signed by Commissioner Shell yesterday. Look at that. Signed yesterday at the Capital City Christian Church. And he basically says beef is really important to the bluegrass industry. And as somebody who loves a double cheeseburger, I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, Susan made a
I just
joke.
keep thinking of the commercial. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
You know, like and I think they've changed it to where's the meat?
Where's
we have the meats.
We have them. Oh, yes,
We have
the
the
meats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Susan was saying the chickens are going to get jealous.
they are. The chicken and the fish and
Yeah,
the pork and
yeah.
the lamb and, you know, it's...
We're edible too.
Yeah. What about us?
I highly doubt that they're crying out to be.
They're probably dancing in the streets.
But they do want a month. So it is beef month. So I guess go out there and support your local cattle farmers. Now, one of the things that I can't say I discovered, but you guys remember after the bluegrass stockyards burned down and they rebuilt over there off of I-75, when you go in, they have a restaurant in there now.
They do.
And it's like literal fresh meat, like it literally just came off of somebody and they
Somebody.
it came off of somebody and they cook it up back there, and it is so good.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been in there?
I haven't been there, but I've had friends that have gone, and they're like, you have to go. They keep telling me you have to go. It is so good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool, and you can go in like these little refrigerators and get like fresh meat again that just
Fresh off somebody.
I like how Sherelle said it's fresh off of somebody. She like goes like this.
People are lining up donating. Just take it off of
There you
me. I
go.
don't need that.
Apologies to the vegans and vegetarians watching. I'm just saying. So anyways.
You got to joke about some things.
Yes. So, but it's great. If you like eating meat, head over to the Bluegrass Stockyards. It's really, really cool what they've got
That's what
going
I
on
heard.
there.
That's a good tip.
Okay. All right. So today is a good day to do good. Every day is a good day to do good, but especially today, it's the 12th annual Kentucky Gives Day. On this day, you can partner with several organizations in the Kentucky Nonprofit Network. So if you head over to the website, Kentucky Gives, you can see it here. There are more than 1,000 organizations that you can go over there, search through, and give to today. And it's cute. They have like a little leaderboard to show who's getting the most money today, to like make it a little game. And you know how we get about competition. You know,
Yes,
it's like,
we do.
I want the blood center to win, or you know, whoever. So
Yeah.
if you want to go over there today, it's www.kygives.org. Really cool.
Yes.
It's a great thing. I mean, I'm all, as having a nonprofit myself, sometimes we just need a certain day just to like emphasize, okay, you know what, let's give back to the community that gives to us.
Yes.
So I love that they do this.
Yeah, because we all get busy. We all get, and it all sounds good, but we're busy, busy, busy. We never actually give the money. We never put the money where our mouths are. So it's really a great time to really focus everyone to really think about, okay, what organization do I want to donate to today, and let's do it.
Or more than one.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true, because they make it easy. Like you can just click on
Yeah.
it, and I think you can click on a couple and then go to the, what do you call it, the box. What do you call that thing, the checkout?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I'm gonna try to get my words together during the commercial break. Okay, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, women are more likely than young men to buy their own house. Why? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. It's time for the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show where we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. Okay, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, first up, mailbox fix. So the United States Postal Service is encouraging all of us to clean up and fix our mailboxes as a part of Mailbox Improvement Week. It's always, it's always the third week in May, and they are gently urging us to get our mailboxes together. And we were talking about this, growing up, our mailbox at my family's house got so bad that the little flag you put up would just never get together, and the mailman would never know if we had it coming in or going out, and they were like, put us a note like, y'all gotta do better.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Like when I was growing up, our mailbox would get hit like several times. I mean, and Dad had like the metal heavy duty one that would survive several hits. But I mean, at some point it's all dented, and you're right, the flag's like either not there, or it's like hanging off. And my dad would go out with a hammer and like hammer all the dents out and try to make it look good. It still just looks so ratty. So
and we were talking about like keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. So one of our neighbors, this was a couple years ago, and our mailbox did not look bad, okay? It looked pretty good, but then our neighbors painted theirs, like refreshed theirs, like with a nice coat of like matte black, and I was like, dang it, we have to paint ours now too, because ours just looks great. But ours looks really good, but our mail's wet when we get it out. So it's like, we have to like lay it out and air dry it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. How in the world does it happen? Because the only holes are on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I think the rains just, I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
That's interesting. I remember when we were little kids, somebody in our neighborhood had like a nest of some sort. I can't remember if it was spiders or bugs living in their mailbox, and so we dare each other to go help them get their mail out. Like you would just run up to it, grab it, and run, try to get it as fast as you could. And so all of these reasons that we're talking about is why the Postal Service is asking everybody next week to fix up their mailbox, okay? But it's gonna, like Susan, we were talking about it, it's gonna start a chain reaction. Because there's always that one overzealous guy in the neighborhood who decides he's gonna put brick around his mailbox and put the nice numbers.
Plant flowers around
and then all the other guys come out and they're like, oh, that guy. And so then the next thing you know, they're putting brick around there. It's just going down the street. Everybody, the flowers, That's how the women get into it.
Yeah, that's their contribution.
That is.
Right, did you just see that Bethany put flowers and lights on her mailbox, and now we all gotta go to
then someone else is planting a tree. Well, I'm gonna plant a tree.
So true.
Yeah.
So anyway, start the competition on your street. Let's help the U.S. Postal Service. Okay, up next, living single. So single women in the United States are outpacing single men when it comes to home ownership. According to a survey last year and some census data, single women owned 58% of the homes owned by unmarried people, while single men only owned 42%. So what's going on? They say Well, they believe it could be linked to women's longer life expectancy, disproportionate caregiving responsibilities, and in the case of younger women, a narrowing gender wage gap. We've got more money, so why not do it? What do y'all think about this?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, you know, the women are owning homes because the men are, once they are single again, or if they're still single, they're still living at home with their moms. So that's how I sorry guys. But I do feel that way, that there is some truth to that statement that I just said. So I feel like, you know, women, girls, young girls tend to want to be more independent earlier in life. And I just feel that that carries on into adulthood as well.
It is something about empowerment, I think,
Yeah,
too,
I think so, too.
because it's like I've been single, I've owned a home, and there was something like that just gave me the confidence. You know what? I own my own home. I am the one paying the mortgage. I am investing in my future. I am the one that is literally laying tile and painting and all that kind of stuff. And it made me feel so good.
Yeah.
It really did.
You play tile?
I do. I'm not cheap,
know.
Lisa. I'm not cheap.
But Susan, you're absolutely right. I think I've had this conversation with more and more of my girlfriends, especially as we're waiting longer to get married. It's like, why would I not get a house? You know, I've heard this. There's two sides of this argument. Well, a woman shouldn't buy a house because what happens when she gets married, and what about her husband? I'm like, he could just move into her house.
Yeah.
That's right.
But but also I think guys don't need a house. And this is and again, sorry for overgeneralizing, but guys need a TV, a video game system, a mattress. They don't even need a headboard. They're doing good if they have sheets, a refrigerator, and maybe a couch. And sometimes the couch is the bed. Like, have you, when you go to a guy's house and you're like, what is happening here? But we get pressure to do Pinterest, you know,
yes, that's
decorating
true.
and all of that. So I
That's
think
true.
that's where that comes in.
And I think we're, you know, I think we're also more money conscious as well, and it's a good investment to buy the house, flip the house, and you know, make money off of that, you know, eventually.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you do get married, you know, you could sell the house and make money. So I think women are thinking ahead on the investment of it as well.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, we got a couple seconds left. Pop map. So there is this debate around the country. Do you call it pop or soda? I'm team pop. I'm from Ohio. That's what we called it growing up.
I'm
Susan?
soda.
Okay, so I'm the
Ooh.
tiebreaker, and guess what? I call it both because I grew up in Ohio and I'm used to pop. But then when I moved to the South years ago, they call it soda, and I've started calling it soda now.
Or
so.
Coke.
Or Coke. Yeah, right? Everything
Yeah,
is a Coke.
everything's Coke.
Can I have a Coke? What kind of Coke?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Diet Coke
I never
is separate
understood
to-
that one.
Yeah, it's separate in my mind. But yeah, between pop and soda, it's split 50-50. I call it both.
All right. Well, you can be the tiebreaker.
It's soda.
Okay, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about a murder mystery that you don't want to miss. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. We're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Lisa High, Susan Mills, me, and joining us at the table is Bob Singleton with the studio players. Hey Bob.
Welcome.
Hello.
How's it
welcome.
going?
That's going good. Thank you all for having me out. I appreciate it.
Well,
Good, we love
welcome,
it.
welcome. So you all have a new play coming up at Studio Players. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is the final show of our season. It is Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, adapted for the stage by Ken Ludwig. So yeah, it's a really fun show to work on. I mean, you know, if you know Agatha Christie, you kind of know what's involved. This is one of the Poirot stories. And, you know, it was kind of inspired, some of the events were inspired by her actual experiences on the Orient Express train way back in the day that kind of got the seed of the story started. And so,
Nice.
yeah, it's
That's
a good
really
typical mystery, colorful characters, people lying, people not lying.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Oh gosh, it's hard to say. There's so many good pieces. I mean, one of my favorites is probably some of the interactions with the characters where, you know, you have an opportunity to show a reaction that could be related to what's being investigated, or it could just be kind of another kind of reaction. These opportunities to show people watching, you know, give it a little, flesh things out a little bit more. But is it relevant to the solution to solving the crime, or is it kind of a red herring in a manner of speaking?
So tell us a little bit about the plot for folks who aren't familiar. Tell us a little bit about the plot.
So there's passengers on the first-class coach of the Orient Express, and you know, they've all come together. It's the off season, but the coach is full, which is a little bit odd. The train, and of course, you got all these variety of characters from all over the place. Our dialect coach has definitely been kept hopping, and train runs into a snowdrift, and you know, and then. Well, then there's a victim, of course, as there always is, and you start to try to uncover the relationships. Who is really, you know, who they say they are? Some of the people that are from these other countries, are they really from there? Are they throwing on an accent, you know, to try to get to the? So they're stuck in the snowdrift, and Poirot just happens to be there, and so he's trying to, you know, solve the case before maybe another one happens.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
And you all also are offering a pay what you will during the last weekend of the play, is that right?
Right, yeah, we run May 9th through May 26th, and so Thursday, May 23rd is a pay what you will.
Okay.
The show starts at 8 p.m. There's no advance sales. You just show up and you can pay, you know, 500% of the ticket price, 1% of the price, nothing. It's all good, whatever you can do, just to try to make it a little bit more accessible, you know, for everyone.
I love that.
Yeah, so, you know, show starts at 8. The doors will open around 7 p.m. and so people can just show up that night to get a ticket, or any one of the other shows during the run.
So we were talking about something really funny before we came back on the air, is that you're really committed to the part that you're playing, so much so that you've grown out this mustache. And I said, well, why don't you just use a fake mustache? That's what me and Susan do when we need to. Exactly. We need to put on. And you really explained it. Talk about that a little bit. Why you commit to the real mustache?
Well, with the fake ones, and you know, interestingly enough, I think Agatha Christie has insinuated in some places that Poirot's mustache was fake. The character, you know, did use a fake one, but I didn't want to get that method. Because, you know, you got to use spirit gum on it, and you've got to make sure it's really clean. You're under some really hot lights for a couple of hours. If you sweat a little bit, it can start to make it come loose. It flops a little bit.
No.
You're distracted. You see somebody out of the corner of your eye in the first row going, look. Is it going to fall? And it's like, okay, I can't focus now. And, I mean, they're funny parts of the show, but it's not a comedy necessarily. Right. So.
And even the other actors, too, they're all going.
Oh, yeah, they're like trying to get you sitting, hey, check it out, man.
I saw this one guy, he was like talking, and every time he talked, like the breath, it was like.
Yeah, exactly. It deflects it out. It does little curly.
I had no idea what happened in that show.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it.
I don't know who did it.
So yes, if you want to see Bob, his mustache, and the other great characters, how can folks get tickets, Bob?
You can. We do our advanced ticket sales through the UK Singletary Center for the Arts. So you can go to scfatickets.com. You can also call 859-257-4929, and please do go directly to the specific site. There are secondary sites out there that grab tickets, jack up the prices. I mean, for anything, it's really tricky. So, you know, go to the webpage, call them, or come to the door. You can buy tickets at the gate, but they are at the door, but they are selling fast. I wouldn't be surprised if some shows in the run sell out, so it might be a good idea to try to get tickets in advance if you can.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Bob, so much for being here and giving us a little behind the scenes look at the magic of mustaches. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we look at some of the crazy outfits from the Met Gala and highlight our woman we're talking about. Hey y'all, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. So, over the weekend there was the Met Gala. This is where celebrities get all dressed up to go celebrate and support the arts. And so this year's theme was garden theme. Check out these outfits. That's Zendaya. Look at that.
That is gorgeous.
My goodness.
It's like a work of art.
It is. Oh, that's is Leah Michelle?
Oh.
What is that?
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Whoa, hello.
He's like some kind. I have no idea.
Roman emperor.
Oh, that's Lil Nas X.
Okay.
That's
I don't get the garden
interesting.
theme of that one.
Yeah, it's not giving. Oh, look, I don't care what he has on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Chris Hemsworth.
He's like, I'm not doing the garden
He's
thing.
not.
Oh,
look,
look, her hair's a flower.
Look at that.
It looks like one of those things where you blow in it.
Dandelion.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's Cardi B.
Holy cats. How do you even fit in the car?
There's
Can you-
no way.
Oh my
even
gosh,
walk in
look at
there.
that beehive. I'm digging it.
She had to be dropped in by a helicopter.
It had to be, and then whoever that guy is, we don't know. But yeah. So the Met Gala is a great opportunity to get to see some of the most amazing and kind of avant-garde styles.
Yeah.
I just love that they all have assistants because none of them can walk around in these clothes.
Never.
They have people just picking up their clothes the whole night, and then they're just like Susan with that
Doing the-
mermaid
yes.
tail on, like just trying
Exactly.
to
Doing the
trying to
mermaid
move
walk.
around. But very.
Yeah.
Somebody had to be carried up the steps, our director
That is
said,
no
so,
surprise to
yeah.
me based on what some
No
of those
way,
outfits look
yeah.
Very,
like.
very funny. So that's the highlights from the Met Gala with the dandelion
it.
hair and everything. Okay, and so since the Agriculture Commissioner has declared it Beef Month, I thought it would be cool to highlight a woman farmer for our woman we're talking about. So today's woman is Sierra Enlow. She grew up on a family farm in LaRue County. She went to UK and studied agriculture and got undergraduate degrees in community leadership development and agriculture economics. And so now she continues to work in the farming space and the agriculture space. She serves as the board of directors for the Kentucky Association for Economic Development, and she's a consultant in this space as well. So congratulations to Sierra. You are a woman worth talking about.
Right. Yay.
I remember we had her on the show.
We did have her on the show.
And she was such a lovely person.
She really is.
Very, very cool. Now that we know that May is the month, I need to see how we can get some beef on the show.
Yes,
You know?
let's do
Where's
it.
the beef?
Exactly. We're going to find out and get it on here. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. We had a great time. Hope you did too. We will see you tomorrow. Susan, where's the beef?